Welcome back to Folk Solo Sports Show. Alright, let's talk about Rajon Rondo opting out of his contract. And everybody thinks that he could potentially be signing with the Los Angeles Clippers, or he can go back to the Lakers. Hold on. Or he can go back to the Lakers to try to two-peat with LeBron and AD. Let me just say this. If Rajon Rondo, let's start here. All right, he's trying to get paid more. He only paid for $3 million. I'm never really a person that wants to sit here and talk about these guys' contracts, whether big or small. But he does deserve to get paid more than what he does, because he just proved that he's still one of the best players in the NBA, one of the smartest players in the NBA. And so, yeah, he deserves to get a pay increase, like any good worker of anything should get, all right? But if there's other options, other teams that will pay Rondo more money than the Clippers will, I'm pretty sure. If Rondo chooses to go to the Los Angeles Clippers after winning a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers, it will move to the biggest, most coward move ever in sports history. How people say KD going to the 73-9 win team on the Golden State Warriors, just so he can win championships. Rondo will move to number one. He'll beat Kevin Durant if he goes to the Los Angeles Clippers. That will be such a sucker move to have win with the Los Angeles Lakers and your rivals all year. Even though you beat them, it wouldn't be as bad if they lost them and then he did it. But it's still pretty bad if he goes to their arch rivals, the Lakers versus the Clippers, and he goes there, and especially if the Clippers go there and they just beat the Lakers all season next season. Because this season they were tied in games. They were 2-2 against each other and didn't get to see each other in the Western Conference Finals because the Clippers folded and lost a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray, Porzingis, all of that. Not Porzingis, Jokic. Murray and Jokic blew a 3-1 lead to them. And so, yeah, this will be insane because Rondo will go there and he will know everything that the Lakers are doing. Like, I know that they're going to come up with new plays and stuff, but the key is to keep building on what already worked for you. And if the Lakers keep Rondo, like I said in my last video, and they keep building on what they already worked out with him, and they keep building that chemistry, they're going to get even better. But if he went to the Clippers, he would take all that chemistry, that championship team chemistry, over to the Clippers. And he will literally, he's already top five, if not the smartest player in NBA history. Some people will say tied with Chris Paul, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, and a couple other guys. Already one of the smartest players. If he takes his mind and all the Lakers chemistry over to the Clippers, I don't know if the Lakers will be able to beat the Clippers one time next season. Not saying that the Clippers are going to win a championship, but the Lakers, that will be their main problem next season if Rondo goes there. They probably won't win any games against the Clippers if Rondo goes to the Los Angeles Clippers. He'll literally be out on the floor, because that's another thing. He's trying to become a starter. He should be able to become a starter on the Lakers. Anthony Davis, LeBron, um, Rondo, other whatever other two players you want to start, he should be able to become a starter there instead of a role player. I like him as a role player because when LeBron's resting, that's what made them so good. When LeBron's resting, he still got somebody as smart as him that can come in the game and can control the game and get a bunch of assists and score himself just like he can, and that's in Rondo. So him taking that over to the Clippers would be devastating to the Lakers. Not saying that they're going to win a final still. They still have to get past the Nuggets, who they lost to. The Golden State Warriors will be back with Curry and Thompson. But hopefully that Rondo doesn't make this move. If he wants to leave the Lakers, I think there's many other teams that will pay him more money than what the Clippers will give him. I just hope he doesn't make this move and go to the Clippers, because to me it will be a more sucker move than Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors just to win championships, because he couldn't beat the Warriors. But this is even more, I would say, cowardly. Would be more cowardly, just because he would trade on his team that just won the championship. Like, if you do that, that's basically saying that you don't have faith that they're going to make it back there next season. So, and you think that if y'all would have ran into the Clippers, y'all would have lost. That's what that will probably say if he decides to move to the Clippers. That he thinks they would have lost if they would have ran into him. So he's just going to go there next season just in case. So he can try to contend for a championship again next season. But I don't think Rondo will do that. I think he's a solid dude. I don't think he ever even would have left the Celtics if it didn't end bad there with Ray Allen leaving, going to the Heat. And, Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, finally getting out of there, going to the Brooklyn Nets. I think that he would have wanted to stay there with the Celtics and probably have a couple more championships with the Celtics instead of, having some with different teams right now and go down. I mean, he's still a Celtic legend, but, certified Celtic legend. And Rondo being questioned into the Hall of Fame, that's not even a question. I don't even know why people's trying to discuss this. Rondo is in the Hall of Fame. How are you saying he's one of the smartest players ever, got 2 championships, but it's a debate or not if he should be in the Hall of Fame? That's not a debate. But I don't think Rondo will make this move, because I think he's a solid dude, and I think he's down. He's down wherever he is, but he's especially down if he knows that his team will listen to him. Even the biggest star in the NBA, LeBron James, you're a good player anytime LeBron is listening to you and Anthony Davis is listening to you. So I don't think Rondo will leave the Lakers. I think he will stay with them, and I do think that him staying with them and their chemistry building and getting stronger, I do think the Lakers are going to two-peat, and they will play the Brooklyn Nets, and that will be Rondo, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James' biggest achievement in their in the history of them winning their championships. Anthony Davis with 2, Rondo would have 3, LeBron would have 5. It will probably tie LeBron's 3-1 comeback against the Warriors if he wins next season with all the competition in the West and then beat any one of the 3 big teams in the East, like the Bucks, the Nets, or the Miami Heat, if he has to play them again, who people try to downplay and say they weren't so good, even though they made it to the championship and took Lakers to 6 games. So that would be a big accomplishment for Rondo too, getting his second championship, only the second player ever to win with the Celtics and the Lakers. And then he wins two with the Lakers. He got three championships, two with the Lakers, one with the Celtics. That would be amazing for Rondo's career. He's already in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, and I think he will stay with the Lakers. This is Folk Solo Sports Show. Let me know what you think. Get in the comment section. Like, subscribe. I'll get back with y'all for more NFL Week 8. Let me know what y'all think, man. Peace.